Bastila, you're alive! Finally things are looking up. Now we just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
You mean you don't have a plan to get off Taurus yet? What have you been doing all this time? My attitude. It strikes me that you are the one in sore need of an attitude adjustment. I happen to be in charge of this mission, if you'll recall.
I know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Karth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I'm sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will.
Yes, you're right, of course. I apologize, Karth. This has been a difficult time for me. Of course, I'm happy to listen to your advice. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge. We all need to work together if we want to get off this rock. The answer is out there, we just have to find it.
Well said, Karth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Vulkars, and I don't plan on being captured by the Sith. I think we'll need some help getting off Terrace. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. Is something wrong? You seem as if something's troubling you. A vision? A vision of what? It's strange. Such visions are often a sign of Force sensitivity. I'm not sure. It may be that you have some connection to the Force. It would not be unheard of. When we first met, your natural talent may have fed off my own Force abilities. It is possible that in the excitement of the battle's aftermath, the Force allowed you to witness one of my more intense memories. The Force is complicated. Even I, with all my training, cannot fully understand it yet. This is a matter best left to the wise masters of the Jedi Council. Once we escape Terrace, we can seek the guidance of the Council if you wish. They will understand the significance of your vision, if there is any. However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task at hand right now. We can't afford any distractions. We need to find a way off Terrace.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
How can I help? I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taurus. I'm curious as to what you and Karth were doing before we all joined forces. I managed to free myself, as I recall. In fact, if I hadn't been there, Brejik and his thugs might have killed you in that fight. It's probably more accurate to say that I rescued you. I'll admit that I probably wouldn't have been able to free myself if not for the brawl after the swoop race. I guess I should thank you for that, at least. Actually, your presence at the swoop track is what I'm curious about. It couldn't have been an easy task to find me there, yet somehow you managed. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulkar prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taurus swoop champion. That's quite a resume. Yes, I can see you do not lack an ability, although modesty is another matter. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. A Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force. The Force is in all of us, though for most people it's barely a measurable whisper. But there are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force-sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success, though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is... Ah, yes, the rescue again. Very well, for what it's worth, I concede the point to you. You rescued me from Brejik, and yet we're still stuck here on Taurus. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
Kin kuno ba muli ra kun tong hai tun kun ching rundi haudonga kuhungabi wana kunbes takum justak miki grabal mogo kachi chu ai haudonga tong hai tuam jiji yumalith pa ang yinkotu tolba da bunk walyagando Shagji kin lor chawa tauma Kava volpa mulji gumana.
How can I help? Then I suggest we move on.
Hey there, watch where you're walking. I just cleaned those floors. Hey, I do the best I can with the equipment I got. You're just like all the rest, complaining about me all the time. You'll change your tune the first time your plumbing breaks down and raw sewage floods your apartment. Then you'll be begging for Kadir to come help you out. Well, we'll see who has the last laugh then. Now, if you ain't gonna be civil, then I got work to do. This place doesn't clean itself, you know.
Kavadumpa kapaliamo napata, bonanakachu.
Hey, look at this! A real live celebrity right here in my shop. Winning that swoop bike race has made you into something of a local hero. If times weren't so tough, I'd give you a discount, seeing as how you're a big celebrity and all. But with the Sith occupation, I can barely afford to keep the doors open. Because of the Sith quarantine...
Back again? Is there something old Garuk can do for you? Or did you just come to chat with a lonely old man? Of course, of course.
I saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for. Hold on just a second. Believe me, you'll want to hear this. My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them. And I have nothing better to do. Mandalorian mercs like me are in high demand. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet. I've got a plan to escape Taris, but I can't do it alone. I need someone I know can get the job done to help me. That's where you come in.
You don't need to ally yourself with this person. We should move on while we can.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking, anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base. I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated defense guns. Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship, the Ebon Hawk. Damn, you're stubborn. We both want off this planet, but neither of us can pull it off alone. Bring me the launch codes, and we'll both get what we want. Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik was having one custom built by Janice Nall. Just tell her Canderous sent you and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base. Normally I'd do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back. That's why I need you. Look, I don't like working with strangers either, but we don't have much choice. I can provide the ship, you can get me those codes. We need each other.
I don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be exactly what we need.
I'm going to wait in Javier's cantina. You come and find me when you've got those launch codes, and I'll make sure we both get off this rock.
Hey, Bastila. You ever use the Force just for fun? You know, a little jolt of the Force to trip out some jerk who's ticking you off?
I would never use the Force for such petty and trivial revenge. The mere thought of it's preposterous.
Oh, come on. There's gotta be times when you've thought about it. Don't be so stuck up. You can tell me.
I am not stuck up. I merely have the years of training to give me the wisdom and understanding to see how childish such an act would be.
Childish? Is that a crack about my age? You ain't much older than me, Miss High and Mighty. Just 'cause you're some Jedi, doesn't mean you can be a prissy little... What the... Hey, that wasn't funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mission. Come now, we have to get going. Please, do try to be less clumsy in the future.
Master, I was wondering something. How did those Vulkars manage to capture a famous Jedi like you? Were you knocked out when your escape pod crashed?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the Ender Spire. Without my help, you might have never gotten off the ship alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that pod. The Vulkars came and overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? I mean, isn't that a violation of some kind of Jedi code or something?
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The Vulkars probably found it there when they searched the wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a legendary Jedi losing her lightsaber. Take my advice. This is one detail you might want to keep out of the history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend, Carth. Though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired.
Taris used to be a nice place before the Sith showed up and started bossing us around.
Greetings again, friend. Excellent. Remain true to the cause. How dare you speak to me while you travel in the presence of alien Wookiee scum? You have violated one of this great planet's oldest and most revered laws. You have brought aliens to the upper city. They are a blight upon Taris. They take our jobs and our homes and spread their filth throughout our world.
Yeah, you tell him, Big Z.
This beast just growled at me. It is a savage creature that will hurt someone. How dare you brazenly parade about the upper city with such alien scum at your side? I, Gordon Kolu, founder of the Anti-Alien League, will not stand for this. I see you share the opinions of many on this world, that aliens are useful as servants and slaves. But I am here to tell you this is not so. Aliens deserve only death.
Do we have to stand here and listen to this space slug? He's starting to get on my nerves, you know?
Silence, alien scum! The presence of your kind is tolerated here on Taris, but a change is coming. That is why I, Gordon Kolu, have formed the Anti-Alien League. The time has come for action. We cannot sit idly by while aliens blight our glorious planet. Yes, my fellow human. For now, stay vigilant.
You may think it's okay to joke about killing aliens to string Gordon along, but I don't think that kind of thing is funny at all.
Hachu apanki, jishawa anibong kasha, chonasi, ichua byongbo. Mokao danya foki, chachiska to puntaka. Watawama muliri, kin kun shopeshwa, no bamule raji, jone yuturi yanchi. My mama says I have to stay out of the lower city. That's where the bad people live.
Yes?
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 Kavadumpa kapalia monapata, bonanakachu. Yinkin kun noba mule rachi kun, tong nabun shanuyang. Mana tota, hakuji krala boleji chok, shuntang, shun kipa unapanka mule. Smilia, ti umpado punta crit. You shall fall.
Yes?
Yes?
Sure.
I'm here.
Yes?
Tiscado sukiguba na bona na gachu, to inkotu, topa da bunqualia gandonago chujud. Tiscado sukiguba na bona na gachu, to inkotu, la boda ni winkis mactoma, wana kunves jingpa marulira, tok jingbang non kek, tok ninja mulira rabes. Uba patu kochi, tong nong bong shang yung yang, tong patok smakdelia. Kuyabi juskuna jitanai, ina kunba marulira rachikun, slimo patona. Yatuka ulwan kinkuna ba murira rachikun, mucha shakpangpa. Uba patu konchi, tong nong bong shang yung. Tiscado sukiguba na bona na gachu, to inkotu. Topa da bung jawana bota ayuak tahunga chakanki dora, kachi kuita hodonga.
can I do?
What?
I'm here.
What? What?
I'm here.
No problem. Got it. Sure.
What can I do?
What?
I'm here.
Yes? Yes?
What can I do?
What?
Who dares to break my meditation? You will pay for interrupting my... Wait. I sense the Force is strong with you. Very strong. Who would have thought a Force adept could be found on this insignificant planet? But your talent is no match for a disciple of the dark side. Ah, yes. Feed the hatred and anger within yourself. Call upon the power of the dark side. But not even that can save you now. This meeting is a stroke of luck for me. My master will surely reward me with my lightsaber once I kill you.
Yes?
Sure.
Yes?
Lastly, did you ever think about joining all the Jedi who were running off to follow Revan and Malik before they went to fight the Mandalorians?
That was nearly 5 years ago. I was still an apprentice. My battle meditation hadn't even manifested itself. Yet even then I had the wisdom to obey the will of the Council. Unlike Revan.
I guess. Still, do you ever wonder if things could have been different? Would Revan and Malik still have been corrupted if the Council had supported them instead of dragging its feet?
Do not blame Revan's corruption on the Council. Your Republic saw only the threat of the Mandalorians, but the wisdom of the Masters saw beyond the immediate threat. There was something lurking out there. Something that devoured Revan and Malik, and many other Jedi. Had the Council sent us all into the unknown, how many more would have fallen?
So you're saying we should have done nothing? Just let the Mandalorians conquer us unopposed? I mean, the Republic was under attack, and the Order abandoned us.
We did not abandon you, but the Council were not about to throw lives away foolishly. In time, we would have aided you against the Mandalorians. But you couldn't wait. Revan and Malik offered a quicker answer, and the Republic chose to walk the easy path rather than the path of wisdom. Now we see the results all around us. You asked me if I think things could have been different. I know they could have. If Revan had only listened to the Council, millions of innocent people would still be alive.
Right, and every single one of them would speak of the Lord. I think we're done. Let's just get back to the task at hand.
go!
What can I do?
Sure.
Did you hear what happened at the swoop race? They say Brejik didn't pay up his wager and a brawl broke out. They say Brejik was killed in the fight. Wonder what's gonna happen to the Black Vulkars now. Hey, didn't you just win the big swoop bike race? Yeah, it was you, I'm sure. Oh, best race I ever saw. I can't believe Brejik tried to back out of his wager. He deserved what happened to him. Did you hear what happened at the swoop race? They say Brejik was killed in the fight.
Greetings, stranger. My name is Gelroot. Are you a Pazak player by chance? It's so hard for me to find a match now that I've been banned from the Upper City Cantina. A simple misunderstanding. Some of the other Pazak players don't understand the finer points of the game. So what if I win 15 matches in a row? That doesn't mean I cheat. There's no justice. My lucky Pazak deck was confiscated and I was banned from the Upper Cantina. Since then I've been desperate to find a match. If you're ever looking for a match and you get tired of posturing in the Upper Cantina, just come down here and find me. I'll play you anytime.
I figured you'd be back. Neither of us is getting off this planet unless we work together. Now, I know the Sith military base had a break-in, and I know it was you. I know you've got those departure codes I need, so what do you say? We join forces, and I can get you inside Davik's base, and right to the Ebon Hawk. We can go right now. Sooner or later, you'll figure this out. Either we work together, or we both stay stuck here on Taurus. Come back and speak to me again when you've come to your senses. I figured you'd be back. Now, I know the Sith military base had a break-in, and I know it was you. I know you've got those departure codes I need, so what do you say? Davik's always looking to recruit new talent. I'll tell him how you won that swoop race and mention that you're interested in working for the exchange. I'll say I brought you in so he could check you out. He'll have you stay at his estate for a couple of days while he runs some background checks on you. That's standard procedure.
This is too risky. We should find another way.
You got another plan, sister? Or are you just objecting because you didn't think of it?
No, I don't have another plan. I would rather not place my life in your hands, however.
I can say the same about you. That makes us even. Fortunately, we both want to get off this rock, right? While Davik's checking you out, we steal the Ebon Hawk and escape Taurus. Come on. I've got an airspeeder nearby to take us to Davik's estate. The sooner we're off Taurus, the better.
You summoned me, Lord Malak.
The search for Bastila is taking too long. We cannot risk her escaping Taurus. Destroy the entire planet.
The entire planet, Lord Malak. But there are billions of people on Taurus. We'd be slaughtering countless innocent civilians, not to mention our own men still on the surface.
Your predecessor once made the mistake of questioning my orders, Admiral. Surely you are not so foolish as to make the same mistake.
Of course not, my Lord Malik. I will do as you command, but it will take several hours to position our fleet.
Then I suggest you begin immediately. You're dismissed, Admiral.
Yes, Lord Malik.
So, Canderous, I see you've brought someone with you. Most intriguing, if I do say so myself. You usually travel alone.
It's not like you to take on partners, Canderous. You're getting soft.
Watch yourself, Callow. You may be the newest Cathhound in the pack, but you aren't top dog yet.
Enough! I won't have my top 2 men killing each other. That's not good business. I'm sure Canderous has an explanation as to why he's not working solo anymore.
This is a special case, Davik. I ran into someone the Exchange might want to recruit. You may have heard something of their exploits already.
Ah, yes. Now I recognize your companion. The rider who won the big swoop race. Very impressive, as was your display in the rather heated battle afterwards. An important lesson to learn, no doubt. In my line of business, I've seen far too many people suffer for not understanding it. With the recommendation from Canderous, and a thorough background check, you could become part of the Exchange. Many would kill to prove themselves worthy of this honor. Come with me. I will give you a tour of my operations. I'm certain you'll be most impressed. Ah, there she is. The Ebonhawk, my pride and joy, the fastest ship in the Outer Rim. Note the state-of-the-art security system I've had installed to protect her. The shields are completely impregnable. Nobody can get past them without the codes to try and steal my baby. Unfortunately, the Sith military blockade has grounded my vessel. The Ebonhawk can outrun any vessel in the galaxy. But even she isn't fast enough to avoid the auto-targeting laser cannons of the orbiting Sith fleet. I am, of course, working on acquiring the Sith departure codes so that I may come and go as I please. However, progress has been slow. But we should continue our tour. These will be your accommodations. The slave quarters are just down the hall. If you need anything during your stay, food, a massage, feel free to call upon their services. If all goes well with your background check, you will be invited to join the Exchange. I'd advise you to accept the offer when it comes, or suffer the dire consequences of refusal. You will stay in these rooms as my guest for the next few days. I will not accept no for an answer. Feel free to visit the slave quarters at any time during your stay. I must warn you that if you are found anywhere outside the guest wing during your stay, or if you bother my other guests, my security forces will deal with you most harshly. I will return after the investigation into your background is complete. Until then, make yourself comfortable. Come, Callow. Let us leave our guests in peace.
Okay, we're inside. Now all we have to do is figure out a way to get past the Ebonhawk security system, and we can get the rest of your group off this planet. No sense waiting around here, though. The sooner we get off Taurus, the better. Yeah, what do you want? You want to hear tales of my exploits? Of the wars I've seen and fought, the enemies I've seen die by my hand? Sure, I'll humor you. My name's Canderous, of the Mandalorian clan Ordo. I've been fighting across the galaxy for 40 of your years. For my people, it is the honor and glory of battle that rules us. It's through combat that we prove our worth, gain renown, and make our fortunes. Win or lose, as long as the fight is worthy, then honor is gained. The glory at having triumphed over impossible odds is what drives us. If there's nothing at stake, your possessions, your life, your world, then the battle's meaningless. We Mandalore take everything we are and throw it into battle. It's the true test of yourself. The battle against death, against oblivion. Times have changed now. The Mandalore clans have been scattered across the Outer Rim. The Republic is in decline, and the Sith Empire rises to take its place. The clans as they were aren't a threat, but the galaxy still fears us. Ha! People think we war out of spite or bloodlust. They don't understand, and fear that. We only wanted the challenge of the battle, and glory from it, win or lose. And we lost. But now I have no real challenges. Crushing Davik's enemies and the pathetic gangs in the lower city of Taris could not be considered the most glorious of tasks. When I think of the battles I've fought, the thousands I've killed, the worlds I've burned, I weep for my past. We will never again speak of this. We've got work to do, so let's get to it.
I'm here.
No problem.
Hey! What's the idea of barging in here? Get out of here or I'll call the guards.
Pudu, Tunirama na praka donko searcha chupapanki.
Hey, baby, wait! I wasn't actually going... Damn it! Okay, great. You just scared off my date for the night, so you better explain yourself before I lose my temper and call the guards. You should have picked an easier target. By the time the guards show up, they're gonna have to take you out of here in pieces.
No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it.
Gino Molirani Bubo Tonking Ba Smilia Tingkuin ko ka.
This
What?
Here!
Heard, I bet.
How can I help? Then I suggest... I'm here.
Sure.
What?
What can I do?
Yes?
Welcome to the slave quarters, Master. Here we have succulent fruits and berries to tempt your palate, as well as luxurious baths to soothe your aches and pains.
Now this is my kind of place.
Would you like a relaxing massage? Whatever your desire, we are here to serve. As you wish, Master. You will find this most relaxing if you would come with me into the massage room at the back.
How typically male. Is it possible for you to keep in mind that we have more pressing business to attend to?
I trust you are satisfied with the service. I have received many compliments on my skills from previous clients. Thank you, kind sir. I hope you will express your appreciation to Davik. He often rewards those slaves who perform their duties well. Is there anything else you require? But what could I possibly tell you? It is forbidden for slaves to leave this room on pain of torture and death. Praise from the guest is a valuable commodity here. Davik rewards the slaves who perform their duties well. I will tell you what I know. Davik rarely lets us leave the slave quarters. We only know what we hear from Davik's guests. Recently, they've all been talking about poor Hudro. He was caught trying to steal some spice from the lab. Normally, Hudro is allowed to get away with things like that because he's Davik's personal pilot for the Ebon Hawk. But since the Sith have grounded every ship on the planet, Hudro doesn't get any more special treatment. They've locked him up in Davik's torture chambers. I think you can get there through the hall behind the west door of Davik's throne room. Just keep going west from the slave quarters and you'll see the throne room. But Davik's certain to have guards patrolling the area. If you leave the guest wing, they'll shoot you on sight. Please, I don't know anything else. Of course. Return whenever you wish to partake of what is offered here. We exist only to serve you.
What?
I'm here.
Yes?
Thank you. You have no idea what it was like in that torture cage. I don't know how much more I could take before going mad. Please don't hurt me. I'll tell you everything I know. Information worth a fortune. So just stay calm, okay? I'll tell you what I know. I used to be the pilot of the Ebonhawk, Davik's flagship. I know the codes to disable the security system protecting it. I'll load them onto your datapad now. You can use those codes to steal the Ebonhawk right out of its hangar. Sell it to the highest bidder, ransom it back to Davik. Whatever you do, you'll make thousands. What? But I don't have anything else. Those Ebonhawk codes are worth a fortune. Isn't that enough? Please, just let me go.
We got what we came for. There is no need to indulge your appetite for violence.
You core slime! I didn't survive through all that torture just to let you kill me!
Sure. No problem. Got
How
it.
dare you invade my chambers? How rude! I am a personal guest of Davik himself. I left specific instructions that you guards were not to disturb me until morning. How can Davik expect me to invest in his ventures with this kind of incompetence on display? I should summon the other guards and report you to your commanding officer. What? How dare you speak to me like that? I could ask Davik to have you flayed alive for such insolence. What? But help! Assassins! Guards! Help!
Here it is!
So be
What I live.
I'm here.
Yes?
What?
What can I do?
Yes?
Here!
With me! You shall fall. There. Yes?
What?
What?
I'm here.
Sure.
Damn those Sith, they're bombing the whole planet. I knew they'd turn on us sooner or... Oh, look what we got here. Thieves in a hangar. So, you figured you'd just steal my ship for your getaway and leave me high and dry while the Sith turn the planet into dust? Sorry, but that ain't gonna happen.
I'll take care of them, Davik. I've been looking forward to this for a long time.
Make it quick, Carlo. The Sith mean business. If we don't get to our ships and find somewhere safe, the bombs they're dropping will kill us all.
What can I do?
They have me outnumbered and outgunned. But if I'm going down, I'm taking all of you with me. This thermal detonator will blow us all to bits. Damn those Sith! Now bring this whole hangar down around our ears!
Let's get this ship fired up. We'll pick up the rest of your friends and then we'll have to get off this planet.
Taris is defenseless against our assault, Lord Malak. They are offering no resistance. The city is in ruins.
Resume the bombardment, Commander. Wipe this pathetic planet from the face of the galaxy.
Plot a course for Dantooine. There's a Jedi enclave there where we can find refuge.
Incoming fighters!
Quickly, to the gun turrets. You have to hold the Sith fighters off until we get those hyperspace coordinates punched in.